My name's Angela Gilby and I live in Abruzzo in Italy. And I found, after doing some research, I found the group and chose to use them because they were validated on Trustpilot, a very high percentage, and I felt that I needed to be in a position where I could trust somebody and where they understood my language and they understood my emotional needs. So it's intimidating. You feel excited, you feel you're vulnerable, you're having something very serious done to your body, that you're in another country where you don't speak the language and you feel vulnerable. It's exciting, it's a lot of emotions, and to have somebody like Monica who greets you and she's very relaxed, she's very professional, and you feel safe. You feel safe because you need to feel safe, and that was a very important thing for me. And when I met her and we exchanged hugs and I felt reassured, and that was very important for me personally because I'm a very professional woman. I am a lawyer and I like to be in control, so to be in a position where I don't have control makes me feel unhappy and unsettled and really quite scared. So Monica was very good at a very natural reassurance before we spoke about my concerns. I felt very reassured, and she speaks great English. So I arrived at the hospital the night before. I was having breast reduction surgery, and they showed me my room, they helped me unpack, and they took me off to have my various blood tests and showed me around a little bit. So I was kind of aware of my surroundings, and it was all very fast, and I wasn't waiting. And I came back and my husband they allowed him to stay with me, which was really, really important because not a lot of hospitals, in private hospitals, that isn't always an option. And it felt very professional but very calm. And while the nurses didn't all speak English, the English they spoke was to reassure me, and they told me that my blood pressures was normal, that my heart rate was normal, and these are things that you need to know when, as I say, when you're in an environment where you are vulnerable. It's important to hear this and it was very calm and very nice. So I met him on the Sunday morning, and he was just very jolly. He burst into the room and he was happy, and what was really interesting was he didn't really look at my breasts. He was talking to me, which again, when you're, I guess, feeling vulnerable and maybe insecure, and he wanted to understand me and he wanted to understand what my worries were. And I felt that because he didn't kind of look at my body, he learned how my head was going wild, and I gave him a bra because I don't know how you describe a breast size. It's very well saying, well, I want this breast size or I want that, but when it's you go, well, what is a B cup, what's a C cup? So I brought a bra that I thought, this is the bra I want to get into, because I was very large, and I thought maybe if I bring him, he'll understand. And he took my bra and he said, yeah, that's good for your body. And really at the end he said, right, well let's have a look. And I went, oh yeah, because I forgot really that he wanted to have a look, because he was very consumed with me and how I felt, and very keen to assure me, which now when I've had my surgery, I really appreciate when I came back to the room how more relaxed and confident I felt, because it's difficult. And so he gave me something that I understood he'd done it a lot. I understood he understood how vulnerable we are as women in an environment where English isn't your first language. His English was very good, and when I had more, let's say, complicated questions, I had Monica. So every step of the way, I felt that we were all really very clear on what I absolutely didn't want, and I think what I wanted, but clearly they knew because I have great breasts.
It was easy for me. Angela did the hard bit. It was great. I was fed and watered. The nurses were very nice. The room was comfortable. You know, obviously when your wife saw you, you spent some time in the room recovering, but there was Amazon Prime and Netflix and movies, and you know, it was very good. The interesting thing, and I don't know if you're going to edit this out, but I'm going to say it anyway, that care's been second to none, and you are an absolute doll.
Yeah.
You really are. You've got a huge heart, and you're a very genuine person, and the love, care and respect that you give.
Yeah, we have a friend.
Yeah.
We have a friend.
Yeah.
And indeed, we're coming back for more surgery. My husband now is, he's on board. Yeah.
I'm committed to have my eyes done. The only reason I didn't do it this trip is because I'm speaking in a couple of weeks and I don't want to be at a conference with black eyes. I would recommend you guys to
absolutely
to anyone. And I called the surgeon a maestro because I've seen the results, and I'm a very lucky boy.
They're wonderful.
Yeah,
they're
wonderful.
wonderful.